Cancer, this is Aspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of August 2019, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of July. See what is in store for you for the month of August. So the first card for you presenting the present position of your spread, or towards the beginning of the month, you have the Nine of Spades. So this card is actually not really good one, but actually I do not see any significant impact, but I do see that you are over your head in the beginning of the month. You are overthinking things, maybe something that you shouldn't be thinking of, possibly you are afraid of happening, like maybe if you don't close the tap, maybe there's like you are afraid that the tap will overflow, the water will overflow, and like your house will flood, there's a flood in your house, and that's something not make sense. Those type of fear, overthinking fears is actually something that is bad. So the beginning of the month you may be thinking of that so much, possibly because of the full moon and new moon in the month of July, and also the lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, plus the Mercury retrogrades in the month of July. So July is very intense. So it looks like that the intensity of the energies coming from July is actually spill over to beginning of August. So I think that Mercury retrograde will also turn direct in the beginning of August. So it does looks like that possibly the energy will go like lighter towards the middle and the end of August. But I do see that at the beginning of the month you are very afraid of something that is not even happening. Like if you are afraid of losing your job, or losing like people that you love, or changing career, or whatever it is, like losing homes and things like that. Those type of fear is actually the ego that you have to control. Those type of things shouldn't be holding you back, and those what you needed to do in the beginning of the month. So the next card that you have representing the bridge cards or the influence cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Two of Clubs. So the Two of Clubs here indicates that you possibly has to go with whatever it is that you needed to do. So if you have a job, then you just have to do your job. You just have to move forward. There's no holding you back. Actually, there's nothing like you want to leave or whatever it is. It does look like it's not happening here. Even though there's a fear of that, maybe you don't like the job, but you needed to, pay the bill, and that's what it is that you needed to do for now towards the middle of the month. So maybe there are some several different projects or several different things that you needed to do in the month of August towards the middle of the month. Maybe you are getting busier, maybe because some of your colleagues are going for holiday, like vacations, things like that. And that's the reason why you need to cover those things as well, like double job and things like that. So the next one you have representing the past position of your spread, you have the Ace of Spades. I think there's nothing related to this first card actually, but it just looks like that if you have been thinking of starting a new business or a new endeavor, you started already on the month of July, even though it's like Mercury retrograde. But I do see that there's an urging feeling in yourself that you needed to start immediately, and the focus here is like the fear of failure. So that is what it is like in the beginning of the month. Maybe if you have been going through several different interviews, maybe you finally get one, the job, but maybe you're still afraid that maybe they will turn it over, they cancel those deals, or they cancel those offers and things like that. But they do see that that's really not based on the fact. So you have to be more realistic, not to be too much in your head in the month of August. So the next one you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the Three of Clubs. So the Three of Clubs here indicates that towards the beginning of the month you may have to in the past you may have to collaborate with the other people around you, and also deciding where to go next. Like if you have a plan to complete a project, you know exactly where to go and what to go and why you need to go, and also where to go next. Where do you need to go next. If you have been planning to go for vacations and things like that, you know exactly where do you want to go next. You want to explore several different areas or several different places next. So those type of things you already learned that in the past, so you exactly know where you are going, and that's really important. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Six of Spades. So a lot of thinking here in the month of August, especially also starting from last month as well, the month of July. So I do see that you have to let go people that are not supporting you. So people that giving you heartaches, giving you problems, giving you like a stressful mindset or negative thinking, things like that. You need to go away from those people. And that's something that maybe trigger you as well in the beginning of the month to have the same mindset, because you are surrounded by those people that are not positive, they are just negative and try to influence you with their feelings and their way of thinking. And you need to take actions here to leave those people, to go with the other teams or to go with the other group of people that are more positive and not really grudging behind your back. So I think it's all about like the relationship that you have with your colleagues and your in your work actually. So the next one that you have representing the future cards towards the end of the month, you have the Five of Clubs. So yeah, this card indicates again, if you have any like conflict or problem with your colleagues or with your peers, try to resolve it as soon as possible. Try to talk with them, not really holding grudges, don't talk, not talking to each other and things like that. It's not getting you anywhere. It's just giving you worse situations because you feel bad, they feel bad, you don't want to talk to each other and things like that, and that's not solving anything. So what you needed to do is just to talk to them and then ask them what happened, ask them why you did that, and what should I do, to make it better. And those type of things can be something you needed to do in the month of August, especially towards the end of the month. So not to be like having conflict, is try to resolve things. That's the more important points here. So lastly here, to clarify the whole readings, at the bottom of the deck you have the Four of Hearts. So this card is actually quite positive. I think if you see it in different way, I know that mostly people are thinking that this is a negative card, but I do not see that in your situations. I do say that you have already like a positive and grateful mindset on what you have, and that's really important. So the clarifying card here is actually also suggesting you to be that way, like not searching around. So try to be mindful and grateful on what you have right now. It doesn't mean that you don't accept any possible offer outside your job, but I do see that you needed to feel safe, feel safe in your own environments, and feel good about yourself, and feel that you have a good job. Otherwise you won't be appreciating it anymore, and then you just want to, like, you have a negative mindset all the time and all of your life, and that's not really good. So try to be positive and change those colleagues that are negative. Just go away from them, then find another groups, another tribes, the one that are positive, and try to make a new connections, the good one, the positive one. So I think that's overall readings here. I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe and push the bell icon so that you get the notifications every time we publish a new video. And if you want to donate to our channel, just to do so by sending us the donation via PayPal to this email, and see you next month. Thank you.